The difference between a shank and a butt portion. All right, so this right here would be your butt portion because it comes from the butt. That's how it looks. All right, that's the butt portion. It usually has a smaller bone inside, so it's usually better if you have a smaller family looking for more meat. All right, then this one right here would definitely be the shank because obviously it comes from the shank, and that's kind of how it is. It's a Smithfield, so you obviously know it's a great brand because Smithfield is a great brand when it comes to ham or pork in general. All right, so normally the butt is always smaller than the shank. All right, so once again, if you have a smaller family, the shank is the better way to go, and usually that's how it looks. Usually have less fat on it, and when it comes to the shank usually has the skin. So a lot of people that like the skin, you know, a lot of people that like the pork shoulder will definitely like the shank because it definitely has the skin on it. So, you know, if you're looking for a bigger ham, and one more tip, shank is always cheaper than the butt because of the bone, the big bone inside, obviously. So that's just me showing you a tip on how to pick a good butt or shank portion for the holiday. So this is a common question I get asked all the time. What's the difference between a butt and a shank? Okay, well, the butt and the shank come from the hind leg, which is the back leg on the pig. Okay, the butt is always going to be smaller than the shank, and the butt has a smaller bone, the shank has a bigger bone. So if you're a smaller family and you're looking for more meat, you should go with the butt. But if you have a bigger family, you should go with the shank. And the added bonus is the shank does have the skin on it. So if you like the pork skin, the shank is definitely going to be ideal for what you're looking for. Now, the shank is always going to be cheaper than the butt because obviously the bone that's in the shank is bigger than the one that's in the butt, and the butt has more meat. And Smithfield is a great brand. So this right here is a butt that I'm showing you right now. And I always try to stick with a good brand when it comes to pick your ham. This is the shank because obviously you can tell it has the bigger bone in the back. That's how you can tell the difference. The butt is more rounder. Okay, and the shank has the extended bone sticking out the back. So when you go to pick your ham, that's what determines the price, the butt or the shank. And it's the same thing for the spiral. When they spiral it, they use the butt and the shank. They just cut it in the spiral style, and it's more money. So if you don't mind cutting cutting the ham for yourself, you could definitely save more money by doing it this way. Now, like all these hams are obviously fully cooked, so you could just heat them up pretty much. They're already cooked, so you could just heat them up and add your glaze on it. And the other cheap thing about using the butt and the shank is like this, is it's going to be a lot cheaper than the spiral because it doesn't come with a glaze. One of the main reasons why the spirals are so expensive is the glaze, which if you check out my other videos, I'm going to explain more of that about the different glazes that definitely change the price in the ham. So if you don't mind about like getting like a brown sugar ham, or you don't mind making your own, you could definitely do it this way. And obviously, like I said before, slicing it yourself. So if you don't, so this right here is the butt, and like I said, whatever brand of ham you like, try to stick with it because a lot of times you might try a smaller brand or a bigger brand and it doesn't come out right because whatever you add into it just doesn't go well with the treatment that they use on the ham. So keep that in mind, especially you don't want to ruin your holiday dinner. So try to stick with the hams that you know. And, you know, just videos just to give you inside. So when you go pick out your ham for the holidays, you'll be more knowledgeable of what you're getting. So like I mentioned before, you could tell by the size. So the bigger one is always going to be the shank. Small ones are going to be the butt.